Hey guys, have you heard of Goldbelly? It's this amazing site where they ship the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants across the country, anywhere, nationwide. I've never found a more perfect gift than food. Goldbelly ships Chicago deep dish pizza, New York bagels, Maine lobster rolls, and even Ina Garden's famous cakes. So, if you're looking for a gift for the food lover in your life, head to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's goldbelly.com, promo code GIFT.
Should I modify my marketing or my business during this pandemic? Stay tuned and find out.
Welcome. Okay, here's the question. You serious? How are we dark horses? You know, the ones everyone is betting against, the ones they don't expect to win, place, or even show on the track, and they'll even laugh on us when we talk about trying. How do we show the world our greatness and triumph? Come on. Well, that's the question, and this podcast will give you the answers. Let's go. This is The Dark Horse Entrepreneur. My name is Tracy Brinkman.
And push it up.
Hello, my Dark Horse friends and family. Welcome back to your daily dose of marketing during the pandemic learning. I'm your Dark Horse host, Tracy Brinkman, and you, that's infinitely more important. You are a driven entrepreneur or one in the making, and you're here because you're ready to start, restart, kickstart, or just start leveling up with some great marketing, personal, or business tips and results in order to build that beautiful business of yours into the empire it absolutely deserves to be. And that's why I'm here hitting you with another daily success episode on the Dark Horse Entrepreneur as we dive deep into success with actionable advice, tips, and steps designed to help you level up your game, because as we already know, there are no shortcuts to success except for taking those daily steps towards your goal every single day. Now, I haven't spent much time on the COVID topic directly. I mean, I've mentioned it a few times and how it's impacted, any of the suggestions and the advice I've given during various episodes as I thought it was warranted. But until now, I haven't focused on COVID and the pandemic as a topic. Now, clearly, businesses around the globe are being impacted by this pandemic, right? I mean, this has been going on for months and months. God, almost it's going to be a year coming up here pretty soon. And I don't want to get into the politics of it. I mean, there's so many varying opinions and thoughts, and I don't know whether you think it's real, whether the numbers are inflated, or it's some scare tactic to herd the sheeple into, via fear and control. I'll save those conversations for the political podcast and, other venues where maybe it's far more appropriate than this particular one. But no matter what it is you believe of the pandemic, businesses across the country, heck, across the world, have been impacted. Think about it. Beauty salons, retail shops, gyms, fitness centers, all closing down, either permanently or for really long, extended periods of time. Business owners are struggling with cash flow issues. They have no idea what to do next, as their usually walk-in customers are forced to stay home or just choose to stay home even as things begin to open up. Customers are not allowed to go out due to quarantine guidelines or rules that are being set in prospective countries. In states within my own country, there's varying rules. Some businesses are just forced to shut down all around because of preventative measures that are being set by local, state, and federal guidelines. So, without a doubt, it's been and quite probably will continue to be a challenging period. Not just for business owners, but, for everyone. I mean, there are customers out there that are like, I want to do this and I want this product or service, and they're not able to get it. Well, and if they are able to get it, they're getting it in a format maybe they don't want. So that's why I wanted to help with this episode as many people as I can by reminding them to really buckle down and view realistically, let's say the realistic and even the necessary business shifts to go from offline to online, right? There are so many ways you can utilize webinars and Zoom and StreamYard. Maybe instead of focusing on getting foot traffic into the door, now you start getting traffic to your portals. And that portal could be, Instagram, Shopify. You use content tactics to get them there. You can use Facebook ads to get them there. There are any number of means, and maybe we'll share a bit about that now, right? I think number one would be Facebook ads, right? You think about it, and so many people are like, oh my God, not Facebook ads. It's so expensive. I don't think that's true. I think, it's more expensive than it was. I mean, I've been doing Facebook ads since probably early 2000. Maybe a little later than that. Maybe it was 2005 or so, but started playing in the Facebook space. And yeah, was it cheaper back then? Well, heck yeah. So when you hear people saying it's expensive, they're probably doing a lot of that comparison. But let me step back for a second away from the expense piece of it, right? There are probably way more users online right now than ever before. Right? If you think about it, the percentage of people that are staying home are sitting on their phones or on their computers or, on their PS whatever, their X whatever, and playing games. But so many more of them are online, surfing, hanging out in these arenas. So even if you haven't tried it before, now would be a very good time to step into the shallow end. And I won't say dip your toe in, because you're going to have to go in a bit, right? You don't want to just toy around those frayed edges, right? You're going to want to go ahead and step into the shallow end and say, all right, well, I was spending advertising here. Let's spend it on Facebook ads or Twitter ads or Instagram ads or whatever platform you choose. And here's the thing. I think it's not difficult. There's a small learning curve. There are plenty of tools out there to help teach you. And I'm not talking about paid courses. You can go on YouTube. You can go anywhere, do a quick search on how to run a Facebook ad, and you'll get a number of free resources. Like I said, I've been doing it for myself, for small clients, for big clients, where they were making millions of dollars, and it's not difficult. So I know if I can do it, you can do it. Now, as we talk about ads and marketing, whatever, I think one of the things now during this pandemic period you're going to want to do, and this is going to be my topic number 2, is focus on those that you resonate with, right? Stop trying to be everything to everyone. And this is going to help you in the ads arena. If you niche down, whichever it is, if you narrow your focus on your core tribe and who it is that you resonate with, you're going to save yourself a lot of money in wasted ad spend. If you think about it, do you focus on athletes? Right? Okay, well then do that. How about football fans? Huh? I heard a story yesterday, and this is not a football fan story, about a young lady, I think she was in her late teens, maybe it was the early 20s, who focused on quilters. Now, as you can imagine, if you think about the quilting, the core audience for her was not in her age group. It was a much older female audience. But she went out there and she started engaging that audience. And she even went out and created a course on quilting. And these ladies that she targeted love her. She clicks with them. She resonates with them. So it might not be someone that's your age or your ethnicity or your sexual orientation or whether you're male or female, any of that. But it's something that you have in common. Okay. Are you a podcaster? Right? Get out there and resonate, do your marketing to those that have an affinity for podcasting. The key here is pick a lane that you understand, right? That you vibe with, that you are passionate about, and go all in. And what'll happen is you'll get others from outside that core audience that will resonate with you, but you'll get lots and lots more from within that core audience, right? Thus, as I said, reducing the cost of your ad spend. I think the next thing you want to is now you've got those folks you resonate with. Maybe you're hitting them with some ads. Empathize with that tribe. right? Everyone's going through the tough time, right? You are, your prospects are, heck, the people that you get your services and your products, they're going through a tough time too. So you can use all this, and you can use those that you resonate with to zero in on their core struggles, right? What are they having challenges with right now? Go in there and help them with those challenges. Are you focused on athletes? Well, maybe they're having challenges on how to stay fit while at home. Maybe they need a modified exercise routine if they don't have access to all the equipment they're used to using. Football fans, like I mentioned earlier. Okay, I'm drawing a blank on this one, but I'm not a football fan, but I'm sure there's some way out there. I gave the example for the quilters. Podcasters, well, maybe they're having struggles getting their guests, right? They're used to going and interviewing their guests. Obviously, there's all kinds of digital ways to do that. Now you can share your experience on, hey, I use Zoom, and here's the good, the bad, and the ugly. I use StreamYard, here's the good, the bad, and the ugly. After all of my research, I would suggest using boom. And then use it, right? Perhaps if you have a core product or service, you could even get out there and, as part of your empathy, share a one-time discount. I'm not saying let's battle on pricing, but certainly saying, you know what, it's a tough time. Christmas is around the corner. Here's what I'm going to do. I saw a lot of this during Black Friday. I think the perfect opportunity is coming around here with Christmas right around the corner. A holiday sale, you could say. And I think the last thing I want to leave you here. God, I keep saying that episode not too long ago. Leave you with here is upgrade yourself and your business, right? How are you growing your skills so that you can be of better service to your tribe, right? Do you see a problem that they're having? You're probably having it too. That's the cool thing about it. Or you probably had it too. But in these changing times, right, you're probably having a problem, which means your tribe and your core audience, they're probably having the same problem. So upgrade yourself to fix that problem, and then share that fix, whether you sell it, whether you give it away, or use it as a foot in the door opportunity to truly show that you are part of the tribe and that you empathize what it is they're going through. Or perhaps you just learn a whole new skill or a set of skills just to grow yourself and your business to keep it alive so that you can keep giving back via that business to your tribe. I mean, think about it. You kind of owe it to yourself and to your tribe, right? Yeah, you do. Look, for me, I personally don't think this is going to be going away very soon. I mean, some people are like, yay, 2020 is going to be over. I really don't think this is going to be, just cut and dry when the calendar flips to 2021. I think the impact of 2020 and all its zaniness is going to resonate for a bit, right? What does a bit mean? I don't know. Weeks, months, maybe another year or so. Either way, you need to look around you and mold yourself and mold your business and your marketing to, I don't want to say conform, right? I'll purposely not use that word, but to adapt to the times that are happening around you. And as a result, I think you're going to have to lean outside of your comfort zone. Hell, you're probably just going to have to jump right outside that sucker for a bit, now and again, if not completely and forever. Thus, I think the cool thing, the result of that is you will grow your comfort zone and your ability to adapt and to help others that you're committed to helping within your tribe. And as a result, you'll be keeping your business alive and perhaps even the businesses of a few others that you service and that you get services from, right? And isn't that what we're all here about, is to create this unity of business and service to one another, even in these crazy times we've been going through. All right, there we go. That wraps up another week here at the Dark Horse HQ. I know you want to keep getting all these success tips and all the awesome interviews I'm blessed to be able to bring to you. So make sure you go on down there, hit that subscribe button, leave us a 5-star rating, drop us some kind words in the review, even some words of criticism, constructive criticism, some words of what you'd like to hear discussed here. Also, hey, come on over and join us on the Facebook group, right? Go to facebook.com, put in that search bar, Dark Horse Tribe, and we'll be right there at the top. Come on in and hang out with us. If for some reason that's not working for you, go to your favorite web browser, type in darkhorseschooling.com/Dark Horse Tribe, all one word, and that will take you right there. Look forward to seeing you and hanging out with you. Hey, and answering questions inside the group. All right, you get out there. You run your race. And then let me hear about that. Come over to the group and tell me about it. Shoot me an email, tracy@darkhorseschooling.com. Until next week, think successfully and take action.
Thank you for listening to the Dark Horse Entrepreneur Podcast.
You know this.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out at www.darkhorseschooling.com.
All right.
My name is Tracy Brinkman.